Record. So hi everyone, thank you for joining today. I'm going to be leading your walkthrough of the Aspiring Minds platform ISS, which you have on your screen right here. This is a recruiter platform that will help you improve your efficiency in the hiring process and speed up decision making. So it's very, very intuitive, user-friendly, and really made to help you take that guesswork out of hiring. And it gives you the ability to deliver the assessments anywhere, anytime, and securely in doing so. And if anyone has any questions during the demo training, please feel free to ask in the chat function. And at the end of the demo, Matt and I and the team will be happy to answer those questions for you. Okay, so let's get started. So this right here is our dashboard. So here you have the scheduled assessments you see completed here, in progress, expired, and pending. This really gives you a whole kind of overview on assessment statistics. Down here you have the candidate statistics. So you have the quick go-to numbers outlined for you. And over here, we have two options to create new assessments. So you can do it right from this dashboard here. If you want to type in basic computer literacy here, or you have the option to do so up here. So I'm going to go up here first. So when you click create assessment, you're going to be brought to this page that has assessment, environment, shortlist criteria, and scheduling. And I'm going to go over each specific one for you. So here, what you're going to do is type in your assessment that you are going to give the candidate. Down here, these are some of our popular ones. If you're ever looking, in the finance department, healthcare, retail, this is just a quick browse of our popular ones. For now, I'm just going to do the basic computer literacy one. This is our common one that we usually use here. And then right here, I'm going to name my assessment. And for demo purposes, I'm just going to put the sales demo one. Over here, you can add more tests. If you want to give them a package test. For now, let's just put a sales assessment here. So you'd have the ability to do so. Let's do the sales selector test. And something I want to point out here, it's going to give you the name of the test, the questions, and the duration. Now, the duration says 2 hours for each test. However, the candidate will have 72 hours from the start of the test, or it will be marked abandoned. So there's actual no timer like a typical time test, but there is a timer from running the assessment when they click start from the entire assessment experience. Something I want to point out here. If they have, say if you have two tests like I have now, the sales selector, the basic computer literacy, or if you even want to throw in one more, again, they will have that 72 hours to complete all 3 tests before they start. So we're working on fixing this over here. I know it says 2 hours for some of the tests. Our Aspiring Minds team is working to get the right correct duration of the test there. But if you think of it less as 72 hours to complete the assessment and more so 72 hours to complete their session. So that's a more accurate statement there. I just wanted to point that out for you. So when you scroll down here, we're just going to go save and next. And this will bring you to the Proctor feature. Now, from my understanding, this would come at an additional cost. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I have to admit someone in. So this is the Proctor feature in the environment section. So this feature gives you the ability to proctor all the tests, simulations, interviews directly from your system to candidates securely. So it has a webcam monitoring, browser controls, IP and location checks, facial recognition, and a plagiarism check. But for demo purposes right now, I'm going to shut that off. And here you have the assessment details again, the test name, the questions, duration, and the test languages. And next you have the mode of delivery. So this is pretty simple. It's going to be on a desktop. You can have the ability to turn it off if you don't want it on mobile app. Right now, this is on lock due to the fact that one of these tests cannot be taken on mobile. So you have these features here as well. And then next is the candidate details form. So this is the default form that tells you information that is collected from the candidate. So you have the name, the email address, and then the mobile number. Now, the mobile number, don't worry, they don't have to add that in there. It's just the name and the email address. They can add their number if they'd like. So I'm going to click Save and Next. And this brings me to the shortlist criteria. So you can have this functionality turned on once the candidates complete the assessment, so you could see how they stacked up in each different area. You can edit the score here. So for example, let's say if you see a lot of high performing basic computer literacy folk in your organization, you can always bump this up to, let's say, 80, 60 here. So you do have that feature as well, and that's definitely customizable, something you can chat about with your team and your organization. But right now, our default scores stay between the 40 and 60 range for both tests. And now I'm going to click Schedule Now. Oh, just got to write a demo. Sales Demo 1. Now I'm going to click Schedule Now, and this will be brought to the Schedule feature. So first we have the assessment validity up here, and this is the time frame in which this assessment is going to be valid from. So again, this is a very customizable feature and up to you and your team on how you want to set this up. For now, I'm just going to do end of the month here. And then the next is the candidate details section. Now I want to go over this in a bit of detail for you. You have the bulk upload, the add individually, and the common link. Now for bulk upload, you can click on this CSV document and you follow the directions there, and then they give you that option to do a bulk upload that way. So you simply have to enter the info in the Excel file, and it will auto-generate a unique username and password for each candidate. It's very easy to use. I've used it many times. And you just simply save the names you put in there and upload it within the system. And then this next one is add individually. So if this is for, an assessment you want to give about to a couple candidates here and there, 5 to 10 candidates, however many you want. This is more manual work, but again, it's for that 5 to 10 candidate range. They will get a unique username and password that they can log into. So you add in the info here, and then you can keep adding in another candidate. So that's more so and easier. And for just purposes, I'll type in my name. Just gonna do hello 1 2 3. Oh, invalid. And then the next is the common link. So this is the area that is used the most with our clients. So many clients are already familiar with a multi-use link within their old systems. So this is the option that they choose. And you can create a common username, password, and then how many candidates you'd want to send this link to. And something I want to point out here is you can send this link to yourself and control the candidate messaging, and you can send it from your own work email address if you want to also track it that way. Over here, I have a test that I sent myself this morning. This is basically an auto-generated email example. So, hi, this is an auto-generated email containing your login details for IBM security hiring assessment. So you have your URL here, your username, password, and all that information there. Now, when I talked about how you can copy and paste this, you would just copy and paste this, put it in your, sorry, I have to admit someone else into the training. So you just can copy and paste this information, throw it in whatever customized email you want to send out to the candidate, and you can do it that way as well. That's just something I wanted to point out for you. So now the assessment completion alert, we can turn this on. This is just a area where you can type in your email here and you'll get an alert once the candidate completes the assessments, which is really nice to have. So you can track it that way as well. So for now, I added individually, and I'm going to click schedule. Continue. Proceed. Okay. So this assessment has been scheduled. Now I'm going to then pull up. So that's basically pretty straightforward how you create an assessment there. If you have more, I haven't looked at the chat yet. I will do so after I show you some of the reporting features. But if you want me to get into details about anything specific, let me know on that end. And this is the one that I took this morning. Oh, here it is, the sales role demo. Let me just move this down. So this is how you're going to find your reporting in My Assessments feature, and this will get you all the assessments and tests that you've administered to candidates. So for starters, this one was scheduled, completed, and then you have the schedule assessment. You can administer this again using this feature. So it has all the information for you and you just send it out. Again, you can bulk upload it, add individually or the common link. But what I wanted to show you was the reporting feature we have here. So candidate details. Okay, so this will bring me, here's my name, this was my ID, my email and whatnot, and then I'm gonna go to the assessment report. So pretty straightforward again, it will give you the 2 scores from the assessment that I took. Obviously I browsed through this, so cut me some slack here. I just randomly answered all these questions, even though I did get 100 on the software and data, so props to me there. But this is just the scores here, and if you look down below, this is the score interpretation. So the percentile, and then or it's out of 100. And the color coding in this report is given below. So green is scores between 71 and 100, yellow scores between 31 and 70, and red scores between 0 and 30. So that's our not recommended, recommended, and a strong consider. So one thing I wanted to show you as well is you have a summary here, then you have some insights. And again, if you see our sales selector has this as your reporting feature. So you don't necessarily get some numbers here, but you do have, you know, I did get a 1 percentile, so fine dealing with numerical concepts, troublesome. And over here, when you pull this report, you have the ability to download it. And this is going to give you a nice file with, again, everything outlined here. So you have my name, test ID, email, the assessment details. And again, it breaks down. So this computer literacy assessment broke down different features. So Windows, hardware, software, safety. And then this is pretty cool down here. It's going to give you a detailed response into each question. So you will have correct, incorrect, the task, the topic, and then the level of question and the time it took for me to answer. So here, obviously I said I just browsed through it and really didn't take my time on it, but it gives you that data for your team to assess and look, especially too if you have maybe one you're on a candidate you're on the fence with, you can really go in and see, okay, this was their strong suit, let's maybe move them on to next round. And down here, again, you have question level statistics. So the number of questions, the number correct, the total percentage here, and the question topic statistics. So again, it's really broken down for you. This is our strong suit, our reporting. So I really love these reports. It's very intuitive, very easy to read, and really good for your hiring managers to use in the process. Now that is really it so far. I just wanted to go over the creating assessments and then how you can pull reports. And now I'm gonna open up the chat and see if we have any questions over here. So I'm gonna open it up for questions now.
Hello, this is Tim.
Hi, Tim, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How many assessments are available to us?
In terms of the library on here?
Right.
Matt, can you answer that one? Because I think we've fully transitioned all the content over to this platform. So
is it very similar to what Assess was?
Yeah, so all Assess and IBM Connects with Content, it has now been transitioned over to this platform.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
Let me see. Can you show it? Search for candidate. We have a couple of questions. Where are the descriptions of each assessment? So you are able to search for test results by the candidate name. I don't know in terms of demo purposes, I have the capability to do so on here because this is a demo link. Let me see. Let me move this chat down. So I'd have to get back to you on that question of searching for the test results by candidate name. I think there is a way to do so. I'm just not sure on this demo site because usually we have some other features on this left-hand side. This is just a pretty basic, straightforward on creating assessments and then going through reporting. Let me see what else. Are you able to search assessments? Okay, so there is a way to do so. Candidates, there we go. Okay, so there was a way to do so here. So you would just, instead of having the My Assessments, you'd go to Candidates, and then you can see who completed, in progress, pending, or expired. Let me see what other questions. So again, where are the descriptions of each assessment on here? When I pulled up the reports before, they had some assessment details on it. So right here, if you look at Insights, here's where you get the description. I have to check if before you administer the assessments, there's going to be some information on that for you. So I can check that. And then someone wanted to go into a little bit more detail again about the common link. So I'll just go back to that feature here. And again, that was the link that is used mostly for clients that are already familiar with that multi-use link. So let me go into detail with that. Hold on. And again, do we have any other questions in the time being?
How do you create an assessment for someone?
So right in this feature, and sorry, my computer's being a little slow. So creating assessment is going to be right here. So whatever one that you're looking to give to the candidate, you would just type in here. We have a bunch, obviously, so we can even do a basic spelling for now. I can go through this again. So you just type that in the search bar. It will pop right up here, give you the name, questions, duration. You can add more tests if you'd like to, again, in this right here. Save and next. This is proctoring feature. I'm going to turn this off because, again, on my understanding it, oh, admit Jessica into the meeting. Sorry, there's still some people coming into the meeting a little late. And then again, you have the assessment details, mode of delivery, always desktop is on, and you have the ability to turn it off, mobile web or mobile app if you don't want your candidate to take it on their phone. And then candidate details form. That's just some information from the candidate, so name and email. And then this is where I'm going to get to the common link over scheduling. This is, again, reporting.
Mm-hmm.
You can bump that down, bump it up, and schedule now. Oh, I always forget to do a sales demo. Don't forget to put a criteria name, something that you want to keep for the assessment, so it's better when you're searching for it in the My Assessment. Okay, boom. So assessment validity, that's just the timing on how long you want. Usually, you know, I don't know how I give demos a month out, but again, that's customizable for your team.
Mm-hmm.
Here is the done. And someone said they just wanted to go over the common link. So I will do this now. So username, we can do sales demo or sales test 123. Password, I'm gonna just do demo 2020. Number of candidates you'd like to send this to. So right now we can do, let's say like 10, and then send login details. So this is where you're just going to copy and paste the candidate's emails in here. So that's how you use the common link. For now, I could just put my email, personal one, and then my SHL one. So that's basically how do you do it there. Valid email ID. Oh. Gmail.com. Okay, I'm not sure why that's not working. But anyway, so the send login details, I think it's because my personal one might be wrong. So that's how you would do the common link. And again, I wanted to pull this up. Sometimes here, this common link can be used, so you just copy and paste this into your customized email. So that's how that feature would work. And let me check the chat again. Does anyone have any other questions for Matt and I?
One more, please.
Yes.
Is there a way to track the progress while someone's taking a test? For instance, to know what question they're on?
That is a great question. I will have to talk to our AspiringMinds team on that one, due to the fact that I don't know, because I know sometimes that if you have like 2 assessments that you administer to the candidate and they finish one but then take the next one the next day, I don't know if you can see those statistics there, but I will get back to you. That is a great question. I'm not sure. I know
Okay.
you have the system that only shows the in progress, scheduled, completed, like over here. I can show you. So you can see the scheduled, completed, strong consider, may consider, and you can also see if they're in progress as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. As an admin, how can I allow permission for recruiters to create an assessment? That is going to be in this feature here, so user management on the left-hand side. So you can add a user and list a user there. I originally selected recruiter as a role, but do not give me the option to check the create assessment box. That is something I will look into, Natalie, for you. I'm not sure why that's doing that if you gave them access. No problem. Okay, does anyone have any other questions?
Okay, one question, please.
Yep.
When I went into the website and I clicked on list users, there were already 5 users, one being an admin, and they were all the same name.
On this feature right here?
Yep. The name was, let me find that. Sarav Chamoli?
Yep. Yeah, so that's just that's like, if you look at my screen right now, I have that too. That's just that's just going to be always in the aspiring mind user. I'm not sure the technical reasoning behind that, but I mean, I just pulled mine up and it's Sarav as well. I'll get a solid answer for you there, but I'm assuming that that's just like an IT function on our platform.
Okay, how do you designate someone to be an admin,
You would add user right here.
right? And then,
And then in the next, I mean, I can fill this out and then,
oh, for permissions, I see.
yep, and right here will be, I can fill this out for you so you can just see it. HR.
How do you get confirmation when a candidate has completed their testing? Is it emailed to you like before?
Yep, yeah, there is a feature, I can pull it up really quick. Oh, username already exists. But anyway, so for permissions, it's gonna be right there, sir, where you can move it on next.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, and that is a great question. Let me just go. Save and next. Turn off, save and next. For now, I'm just gonna put demo, schedule now, and then I'll show you. Oh, already. That is gonna be right here, the assessment completion alert. So you can turn this on and then type your email right here. And once the candidate finishes the assessment, you will get notified in real time right away.
Okay, thank you. Mhm.
No problem. Yep, so it will be called the assessment completion alert.
So we have to do that each time with every one that we put in?
Yes, unfortunately. Unless you have that, but you do that bulk data upload, then once you enter your email in, you will get notified on all these candidates that have completed it. But you're right. So again, let me look at my thing. Previously were able to email test client when the test is completed. It does save the last email, save on the completion. So emailing results to, please receive the email results to our client when the test is completed. So yeah, you'll get an email when the test is completed. And I don't know in terms of results, how that can be sent out, if you want to send it out to like your team and a couple people. I know anyone who gets access to this platform can go in and pull the results there themselves. There's also a way you can export it on Excel that I can show you really quickly. Also, I didn't mention these actions here, so you can pull the report and then you can also contact the candidate right from here too. Proctoring reporting, that's again an addition feature, and then you can also schedule out the assessment again. But for now, it does, customer would have to download the PDF, they just need full details. Okay. Yeah, so Kimberly just mentioned that the customer would have to download the PDF if they need this full detailed report, and the Excel just gives a bunch of numbers and a summary of the data. I really like this report better. Here. Okay. And lastly, does anyone have anything else they'd like to go over? And again, if you think of some questions you have after this training, feel free to ask your partner, and we can definitely get those answered for you. Okay, so it looks like no one else has any questions for now. So thank you for joining today. And again, if anything pops up, feel free to reach out and we will get you those answers ASAP.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your time today, and everyone stay safe and healthy. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.